Welcome back. The OECS Commission is mobilizing resources to provide support for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, as well as countries who will be accommodating evacuees from that country. This is in light of continued eruptions of the La Soufrière volcano in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Countries across the region are continuing efforts at assisting St. Vincent and the Grenadines as that country continues to experience explosions from the La Soufrière volcano, with 20,000 people having been evacuated out of the danger zone. That country has had to find alternate means to house those displaced. 8,000 remained with family and friends, while 12,000 will be accommodated through shelters. But with the local capacity to only house 5,000 people, countries in the region have availed themselves to assist. While the OECS Commission's role is more one of political solidarity, it has been facilitating the initial response. These were some of the initial figures quoted by the Director General of the OECS Commission.
Grenada had already committed 1,800 spaces, largely through St. George's University. St. Lucia is providing the Wyndham Morgan, what used to be the Wyndham Morgan Hotel, that we estimate could hold at least 750 persons. It could be more depending on the size of the families, because it won't be one room per person. We also have Antigua and Barbuda offering 500.
St. Lucia has since said that it would initially accommodate 300 people, while Dominica has also agreed to house 300 Vincentians. Dr. Didicus Jules advised that its role was also to support St. Vincent and the Grenadines, as well as the host countries with humanitarian aid.
For example, we have an agreement with Disaster Relief International. We've had an MOU with them for years. Every year before the hurricane season, they actually send a couple containers of hurricane packs to each of the OECS member states in preparation for the season. Now we've reached out to them. There are a number of disaster relief as well as humanitarian organizations who've come to the table already and contacted us. Some of them have even offered things like airlift, and it's all manner of support. But it's still early days, so we're saying to them, our first priority is the evacuation. Norwegian and Caribbean, two of the cruise lines have offered 4 cruise ships to St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
According to the Director General, the free movement of people regime across the OECS has made it a lot easier for members to relocate in times of disaster.
That was tested since Hurricane Irma and Maria, where Dominicans came across, so they were dispersed across the OECS. Many of them didn't have any government IDs because that was all lost in the hurricane, and they were able to relocate successfully. And some of them are still in the islands they moved to. They're working, their families are well embedded, the children are at school in the islands. So this is a positive side. So it's very easy for the absorption of the evacuees from St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
St. Kitts and Nevis has also pledged $1 million, which will include financial support as well as humanitarian support through the accommodation of evacuees and the provision of security and defense personnel through the RSS. For the Hot 7 News, Nisha Charles reporting.
Penny Pinch has partnered with NEMO to assist with the donation drive for residents of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The CEO of the company explained that through the app, locals as well as individuals abroad can make monetary contributions that will go directly to NEMO to purchase supplies or donate to the sister isle.
The Penny Pinch app cashless system is an app that allows one to pay for goods and services, send and receive money, and earn rewards when shopping. As the situation with the La Soufrière volcano continues, business places and civilians are being urged to let their humanitarian spirit shine through. The CEO of Penny Pinch, Martin Hanna, says individuals can now use the app to donate to the National Emergency Management Organization NEMO to assist with the supporting of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
The way it works is that you download the app. It can be used, regionally as well as abroad by, family and friends. And you could use your debit or credit card for those abroad to fund it and send a donation across free of charge. So we've waived any transfer fees for this donation cause. And for those in the region, in the OECS to be specific, you can also use your bank account to make a bank transfer if you'd like as well. So the Penny Pinch app right now is on the Google Play Store and Apple App Store, free to download, and we appreciate the support that our neighboring islands can put in to help with this donation drive.
He says this is one way to ensure ease of convenience while assisting the cause. Hannah says in addition to being convenient, the app is also safe.
We are licensed by our local authorities and we take security very seriously. All transactions are encrypted and we do not store any of your debit or credit card information. And we adhere to international and standard guidelines where data privacy policies are in place. So customers within St. Lucia and other neighboring islands, as well as for friends and family abroad in the US, Canada and UK, can also leverage the Penny Pinch app to make donations directly to NEMO in support of what is currently happening in St. Vincent and how else we're being affected.
Hannah explained that there are live chat representatives available to assist individuals who are willing to donate. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Genevieve Bonjard.
Unicommerce St. Lucia Limited advised of the closure of its in-store retail operations on the islands of St. Vincent and the Grenadines as of Friday the 9th of April until further notice. The closure was in response to the La Soufrière volcanic activity on the island and concern for the safety of staff. Unicommerce OACS Managing Director Vincent Gordon says care packages have been delivered to the local team and it is just a stopgap measure. A larger scale intervention for staff is in the works to ensure access to potable water and respiratory protection. Recognizing that there will also be a need for greater engagement by corporate partners to sustain the local community, Gordon advised that Unicommerce is determining the most effective way to support the National Emergency Management Organization, NEMO, or other charitable organizations. Regarding the reopening of its in-store retail activity in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Gordon expressed that they will be guided by relevant authorities. This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We'll be back.